Hey guys, Jason Schnitzer here, and what I've got for you today is week 24 of this 2022 real estate market. This is our How's the Real Estate Market segment, where we catch you up to speed on what's been going on here in Orange County over the last 7 days. As always, we like to start with statistics. We track data to hopefully give us an idea of trends and therefore a better feel of maybe a little clearer picture of what the crystal ball might be saying. So, as always, active inventory. We are up over 3,000 houses for sale in Orange County. That's the highest amount of houses, the most amount of houses that we've had in the last few years. And as you'll see, we have more new houses coming on the market, 573 versus pending 568, which again is just telling me that the whole supply and demand stuff that we've been talking about over the last few months is becoming a reality. And that is because of this number, which is interest rates. Interest rates have again crept up. Depending on how much money you're borrowing, you're looking at a 5.75% rate all the way up to maybe even 6% when you get up into that high balance conforming loan limits, which is all the way up to $970,800, which in Orange County is probably the range in which you are looking to borrow, depending on how much money you have to put down. So what is going on right now? Well, I will say we're feeling a softening, much like I've talked about for the last months and months and months and months, is we were coming out of an affordability market. And what that means is even though we were selling houses for the most price that we've ever sold it for, that interest rate was so low, it made the end payment to the buyer affordable, especially when you compared to what current rents are. Now that interest rates have gone up almost 3% since the start of 2022, with the median home price in Orange County being 7 figures now, that could potentially affect the buyer's payment by $1,400, $1,500, $1,600 a month. So with that calculation being made, in order for the buyer's payment to be somewhat similar to, let's say, at the beginning of the year when we had interest rates at 3.5%, the price will have to fall almost 15 to 20%. So like in that $1 million range, $150,000, $180,000, $200,000 for the end payment to be the same for that buyer. So we're feeling that shift right now. We are not getting multiple offers on the property. A lot of times we're seeing actually prices being negotiated down off the top of the price. Of course, this all depends on how you strategically price your home to put it on the market to begin with. But houses are taking longer to sell. The houses that stay on the market for longer, you're seeing across the board price reductions. There's less demand out there, and that's because of our higher interest rates. And again, going back to Economics 101, supply and demand, you can see as we started talking about at the beginning of this video, our supply is up and our demand is down. So that is, and I'm finally saying it, it's creating a softening in our marketplace. The big X factor, and again, I talk about this all the time with buyers and sellers right now because they really, really want to know what my crystal ball says. The big X factor is here in Southern California, at least, between the ocean front and let's say 15 miles off the coast, which is considered coastal real estate, we don't have any more room to build houses. So we're operating with a finite number of supply. So that's the big X factor that it's really hard to plug into, projecting out to the future on what's going to happen, just because with so much uncertainty and all other avenues of investments, so far real estate seems to be the safest place to store your money. So all that being said, what's this mean for you as a buyer and a seller? Well, that really depends on your situation. What are you trying to accomplish? And these are the types of questions that we love to get and we love to answer in our free real estate consultation. You can reach out to us via direct message, email, phone call, book a free consultation online at GaryandJason.com. But we love to meet with you guys up ahead of time. Again, I've said it before, but our market now is even more different than it was just a month ago. So all the stuff that you're reading in the news, that's old news. And again, why I like doing these videos is to give you call it groundbreaking stuff here on the streets that we're seeing every day in our business, other local high producing agents, businesses. So again, you can be most informed with information to make your best decisions on what are most of the times your most expensive assets. So thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll catch you next week. Thanks again for watching this week's episode of O.C Realtor Talk. If you gained any value from this video, we'd really appreciate it if you liked, subscribed, and followed us on all our social media platforms.
Yeah, what Jason, I believe, is really, really important for you, whether you're buying a house or selling a house, is understanding the process and knowing exactly what you're getting into. So if you ever have any questions, just follow the links below and we'll get you those answers.